Let's face it, a broken promise can feel rotten. It can sometimes feel like a kick in the stomach. It can be anything from a health issue you weren't anticipating, a job promotion that didn't materialise, a relationship that didn't pan out, perhaps a house that fell through. Sometimes it can be really, really difficult to face up to the loss of anticipated hope. And sometimes we find ourselves asking questions such as, how did I not see this coming? Why has this happened to me? I feel like this is happening all the time. Things are just going wrong. How could I have been so stupid? These are all perfectly natural questions that we ask ourselves when things go awry. Sometimes these questions can feel like a freight train running through our minds all the time, making us doubt ourselves, question ourselves. It's okay to feel like this. There will be setbacks in life. But if you deal with them and move forward, this can be a source of great strength. And what I'm going to do is briefly outline some of the tools and ideas that I've used with my clients to help them move forward from disappointment. The main thing is not to take your frustrations out on other people, because you'll soon find that your frustration and disappointment will affect other areas of your life. So what I would recommend is face up to these fears, deal with them, process them, don't run away from them, really analyse and have a look at what's behind them. You've had setbacks before and you got through them, right? These can all be great learning experiences. The key is, as I've mentioned, is to learn from these experiences and disappointments and in fact turn them into a badge of pride. Process them, work through them, and remember, if it involves somebody else, realise that you cannot control another person's behaviour. You don't know what's going on with that person, what's going on in their mind, what else is going on in their life. So I encourage you to really work through these disappointments, and if you need the help of a therapist, counsellor or coach, that's a really positive way forward as well. As difficult as it is, sometimes we need to ask ourselves, what's my role in this situation? Very often, people, situations or circumstances will arise in our lives because we've attracted them on a subconscious level. And very often, that's come about because we need to learn a lesson. We need to learn a lesson about ourselves, about other people, adapt our behaviour, or even just sharpen the knife in certain areas of life where we may need additional skill sets. And sometimes that same lesson or situation can come around and around and around until we have really got what we need to from that situation. But please don't beat yourself up when things do go awry, and don't beat yourself up if you feel like this is a lesson that you need to learn. It's not about that. It's about processing and moving forward. And in the meantime, one of the first things you need to do is be kind to yourself. Look after yourself and your own self-care. What makes you happy? Go out with friends, seeing family, taking the dog for a walk, exercising. Immediately start to do some of those activities that are going to make you feel better. And please be aware of the language and the thought patterns that are running through your mind to ensure that you're stopping any negative mind chatter and trying to soften that up with words that will encourage you and move you forward. When thinking about language, use more empowering phrases to reframe what's just happened. Say to yourself, I chose to leave this situation. This situation was not for my highest good. Try and use more positive, self-affirming ways of thinking and processing what has just happened to you. And remember, a disappointment is effectively a change, and we all know that any change in life brings up a whole maelstrom of feelings and thought patterns. I'd encourage you to check out the Kubler-Ross curve, which goes through the tidal wave of emotions that can go through us when change is occurring. And if you feel you're tempted to go back to a situation that may be unhealthy, I'd encourage you to get a piece of paper, get those thoughts out from swirling around your mind onto that paper and write down all the reasons why you left a situation or why it was not healthy for you in the first place. And when you're writing down and recalling what you didn't like about a situation, have a think about whether was it the person or situation that you liked, or was it the idea that it represented? Was it some kind of fantasy that wasn't actually based in reality? So in time, when you've processed what's happened, congratulate yourself for doing this work. Really celebrate the success that you've found in learning more about yourself and how you react to certain situations. You're not a victim. You've chosen to look at what's happened, step up and move forward. Many people don't do that. They will continue to blame other people and situations for their misfortune. But if you can learn, step up and move forward, you will become to be excited about the life that you don't yet know about. I've helped many people with difficult situations in their life or their business. Sometimes talking to a neutral, objective, third party who's only got your best interests at heart really, really helps. There's no time like the present if you're facing a tough situation. Visit me at www.sarah-jade.com.